Today we are again together with new video. I want to make video about Joe Biden because just some days ago, suddenly I wanted to look at his chart, and what I saw when I saw his Mars degree, then I noticed now Uranus is retrograde, and Uranus will opposite his Mars. Then also I noticed his Mars degree and his Sun degree, there will be new moon and full moon, and it is in his 12th house. So I look at his analysis, and I start interpret his chart, and what I saw, really I was shocked. So I want to make video about Joe Biden today, especially very difficult times for him in November, and I believe this is the most difficult times Joe Biden he has ever seen. In November, this is really very difficult for him. Firstly, my friends, I want to start a little bit talk about his chart. As you know, you see, he is very strong Scorpio placement, house placements, and sun placement. His Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Mars in his 12th house in Scorpio, and his ascendant is Sagittarius. So you can notice he all time smiles. Why I know this? Because my ascendant is also Scorpio. Excuse me, Sagittarius. So all time I smile. I'm very kind. So I really can imagine how this person all time smile. And his ascendant ruler Jupiter is in Cancer and 8th house. In 8th house we also see Pluto. This makes Joe Biden very strong Scorpio person, very strong. So in his chart, another placement, actually for me not so important. Always when I interpret charts, I look at elements, I look at in which signs or in which house if there are many placements, then I make assessment. Now in Joe Biden chart, what draws my attention is ascendant ruler in 8th house makes him again, also it is Jupiter. You know, Jupiter has meaning also expansion, and it is in a Cancer sign. So this makes him also very strong. And what I see, ascendant ruler Jupiter trines Sun and Venus. What it means, imagine, this person is Scorpio sign, and his ascendant ruler is in 8th house. In 8th house, Jupiter trine Sun and Venus. They are in Scorpio. So this makes scorpionic energy more and more. So I never say Sun trine Jupiter means so. They are actually, for example, just imagine Jupiter in Aries and Pluto in Leo, and Jupiter trine Pluto. It has different meaning, my friends. It has different meaning. Jupiter Sun trine has different meaning from different charts, different house, different signs. Please don't think such aspects same meaning. They are quite different. So here, Jupiter trines in 8th house. Jupiter trines Sun in Scorpio brings energy like is he has a skill, use his power secretly, and also Jupiter trine Sun about leadership also. So this brings luck, and he became president of America. Really, this brings luck, and he has very strong connections with establishment in America. Well, I use this word because it is well known, and honestly, I am not interested in any president in America. So this is just, I objectively make this assessment. So this explains why he has like strong power. Another thing in his chart, I heard some astrologers, they said, oh, his chart is not strong because 12 house, many planets. You know, about army, America and Russia is by far the most strongest armed power. They have most strongest armed power. So look at their presidents. One is Joe Biden, another is Vladimir Putin. Both of them, many planets in 12th house, and Vladimir Putin ascendant is Scorpio, and his moon in 8th house. So many scorpionic placements. So this is the reason why they are now president of USA and Russia. Also, what I see in his chart, Joe Biden's chart, Pluto trine ascendant. In 8th house, Pluto trine ascendant. This again makes him very scorpionic. About 12th house, sun placement. This is okay. I don't want to say this is not strong or not weak placements. This is not easy to explain this. This is not easy. But in 12th house sun has risk to lose leadership in their life, because this placement is house of subconsciousness or unconsciousness, what you say. So it has a risk he can lose his presidency. And also in his chart, Uranus conjuncts descendant. When you interpret axis, please understand this axis has opposite direction. When descendant means it is opposite ascendant. It means in his life, it is Uranus. Sudden things, something unexpectedly can happen. So also Uranus opposite Sun leadership. Again, it explains in his life, he can lose his, maybe, he is now president. What he does, he can lose his social status unexpectedly. Firstly, I see in his chart displacements. So this is really interesting. And this is the reason why I believe in 4 November, new moon, and 20 November, full moon is very dangerous for Joe Biden, and he has risk to encounter Uranus-Mars opposition. This is quite dangerous, quite dangerous. Let's look at when Uranus opposite Mars in his natal Mars, Uranus transit. This is 9 November. And when I click 9 November, by the way, I recommend you to use all aspects as a major aspects. I don't want to call aspects minor. I actually, I am rebellious about that. Such assessment, I don't like. They are not minor aspects. Now, look at this. When Uranus opposite Mars, exactly opposite, at this state, Pluto opposite Jupiter. Jupiter negative meanings, when Jupiter aspects, in positive meaning, Jupiter brings luck and expands. But in negative meaning, it is opposite. Opposite aspects is something outside, something affects you out of your power. So Pluto is about power. And Jupiter is his ascendant ruler. This is why it is very important. And Pluto opposite Jupiter means he has outside force, powerful outside force, very strongly pushes him. It is like he will fight with very powerful enemies. And this is also, again, still Pluto opposite is Jupiter. I think still he is struggling with them. And at this day, again, Pluto sesqui square Saturn. Saturn, you know, when I see Saturn, I believe, well, to call Saturn like establishment or something, authority figures, you know, and Pluto sesqui square Saturn also, this aspect has effect outside and inside. Something not only outside, but something also inside. So this will affect outside force, affects him, and then inside force, this is, he can lose his presidency. This is why it can cause, he can lose his presidency. And Uranus-Mars opposition. Well, I don't want to say some bad words, maybe he can die or something. This is, well, I don't like this. But this is really very dangerous because Uranus is a planet which you have no power, and also this is generational planet. So maybe some force against him. And when I see also Uranus, I assess this is like very technologically powerful, or maybe people's rebellious people, maybe, we don't know. But so here Uranus opposite Mars has very, it is very difficult aspect. And here again I see at this day MC, what, please notice this, because I will show you in other charts in profektion or progression or solar arc. I see same this aspect. MC opposite Jupiter and sesqui square Saturn. I was really surprised when this happens. Uranus opposite Mars, same aspects you will see. I think it in progression or and solar arc. You will see that. And again, let's look at other aspects, difficult aspects. But what I see, Pluto, Saturn, Uranus, why these aspects? Because they are generational planets. So their effects, they have effects many people. It means Joe Biden is president of America. What will happen to him affects American people. This is why generational planets are very important. Very important.